Hello, my name is Emma Sabo and I'd like to welcome you to our online tutorial on how to search the PubMed database for journal articles using MeSH terms. This tutorial shows advanced searching, so if you are new to PubMed, please view our basic PubMed tutorial first. As always, start at our website, michener.ca, and click on Students, then Library. Scroll down and click on the Journal Databases box, then select PubMed. At this point, if you're off campus, you'll be asked to authenticate with your network username and password, or your course-assigned password if you're a continuing education student. This is not the same as your Blackboard username and password. Enter your credentials, and you'll be directed to PubMed. As we demonstrated in the PubMed Basics tutorial, you can just enter terms in the search box and you will get results, sometimes too many. If you search for a general term such as infection control, you'll get over 250,000 results. One way to narrow this down is to add more terms to your search box. Eventually, you may get to a manageable list, and sometimes this method is enough. Often, though, it's not very efficient. There is another way. When an article is indexed in PubMed, it is assigned medical subject headings that capture what the article is about. These medical subject headings, abbreviated to the acronym MeSH, are something called a controlled vocabulary. It's like a dictionary of allowed subjects that can be used to describe an article. So when you search using MeSH, you're searching for articles on those subjects. Let's give it a try. Let's say I'd like to get articles that apply to the effect of hand washing by hospital healthcare workers on the spread of infection to patients. There are several parts to this query, so I will break it down. From the drop-down menu, select MeSH. Enter the first term, hand washing. The allowable MeSH term for hand washing is hand disinfection. There are some tick boxes of subheadings available if they are applicable to your search. I can also check a box that indicates that I want this subject to be a major subject of that article. I'll select that. I will then add to Search Builder and search PubMed. I now get a list of articles with a major subject heading of hand disinfection. Again, from the drop-down menu, I'm going to select MeSH. And now I'd like to search for healthcare workers. When I enter this, I get the MeSH term health personnel. I'll again check the MeSH major topic box, add to Search Builder, and search PubMed. Finally, in MeSH, I'll search for infection. In this case, there's a list of possible MeSH terms to select. Looking through the list, I see that two are good candidates: cross-infection and infectious disease transmissions, professional to patient. I'll go into cross-infection, select major subject, and add to Search Builder. In this case, if I scroll down a bit, there's a link to infectious disease transmission professional to patient. So I'll click on that. Do the familiar restrict to major MeSH topic. And what I'd like to do is add it to Search Builder, but with the word or. If you recall your Boolean searching, I want articles that either talk about cross-infection or about infectious disease transmission professional to patient. And then I'm going to search PubMed for those two possible terms. Now here's where I pull it all together. Just under the search box, I'll click on Advanced. All of my searches are listed. I can click on the Add button next to each search, and the terms will be added to a search builder connected with AND. So all three of these, and you'll see it adds it up here. When I click on Search, I end up with about 180 articles. I can narrow this down even further using the limits in the left column. I can say I only want articles for the last 10 years. I can also, under Show Additional Filter, choose a language filter or limit by article type, age, sex, and other variables. You'll see if I choose, for example, languages, it will list here with English plus other possibilities. You can now work with your result list in the same way that was described in the PubMed Basics tutorial, sorting, viewing, and linking to Michener full text. If you need assistance, LRC staff would be happy to help you. Thank you for watching Performing a MeSH Search in PubMed.